Off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Haskins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Haskins on first down. Incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Haskins. Open man here. Sims complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Haskins back to the air, and he finds McLaurin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again, here's Haskins. A throw taken in by Sims. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and the Chiefs' D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
This Washington 7, Chiefs 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Switch gears, switch gears. 51, Mike, 51. Me and you. On Sunday.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Haskins out of the gun. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
first down. Gibson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Haskins to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Chiefs, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw, Haskins. And they'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Again, it's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. That one complete to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Hitting Juju on the slant. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Tight end right. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Go. Hey, 43. That's 57. 57's right. We ain't giving up nothing today. 57.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Second and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Check, check. Press them. Deuce. Check. Finish the game.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's third and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Attack. Mike 51. Hey, 43.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time. try to get in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line.
Stop short of the goal.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Shit.
Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 25-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Jordan Reed.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Haskins going to throw again. And he finds the tight end, Reed. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Haskins back to the air. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins out of the gun. A short little throw taken in by Reed. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes this Washington 21, Chiefs 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
31-yard line.
Second and 16. Mahomes now to throw. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are a two-point conversion away from tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, he'll run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Harrison Butker is by for Kansas City.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 6.
Running is Barber.
First down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Now it's Barber. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
39-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here we go with Haskins. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Haskins to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Way Koo on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He can run for it, and he will. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Gibson, ball carrier. Today's finals, Washington 24.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for Washington, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.